Alright, hold your breath, folks. I'm trying out a different intro. Hello, this is Raging Amish, and welcome to my review of the MAC11 in Black Ops. The MAC11 is an automatic weapon that comes with a 20-bullet magazine. This is small and is definitely one of the gun's main weaknesses. I have no easy way to say it. The 20-bullet magazine can get annoying.
Whoa, calm down, ho!
The bullets fire at a rate of 937.5 RPM. This is high, and is one of the weapon's definite strengths. Each round does 30 to 20 damage, meaning the gun is a 4-hit kill up close and a 5-hit kill at a distance. As I mentioned before, the gun has a high rate of fire, which helps make up for the weak bullets. The damage starts to drop off at a range of 20 meters, and completely drops off at a range of 25 meters. To give you an idea, 25 meters is equal to the length of one side of a block on the minimap. It probably comes as no surprise, but with such weak bullets, the gun has low penetration power. Unless you use hardened, you're not going to be able to shoot through anything but the thinnest of obstacles.
That's almost interesting.
The reload times on this weapon are as follows. A 2-second reload if the mag is not empty, a 2.67 reload if it is empty, and a 1.7 second add time. The reload times in this gun have some of the fastest reloads for any SMG, and the gun honestly needs it. Because it has a 20-bullet magazine combined with a high rate of fire, the gun is almost always in a state of reloading. Thankfully, the gun does not have to worry about recoil. The recoil profile is as follows. A value of 60 upwards and to the right, a value of 10 to the left and 20 downwards. This means the recoil goes upwards and to the right at almost a perfect 45-degree angle, although it will tend a little more to the right. Countering the recoil profile, the gun features a center speed of 1700. This is very high. Combined with the recoil profile, the amount the gun will move is very low, and is arguably the greatest asset the MAC11 offers. Many people have overlooked how accurate this gun can be, and when it comes to this oversight, I really must protest.
In the 1960s, there was a monk who set himself on fire to protest. You have left me no choice. To protest your lack of humanity, I will now do the same thing.
The last part of the recoil is the irons. The iron sights on this gun are hard to nail. You're either going to love or hate the flat shape. I personally think these sights are quite clear, but your opinion is really what's going to matter here. Now, it's time for the perk selection. I recommend the following. For your blue perk, Scavenger is the best answer. Unfortunately, you only have an 80-round default loadout. With a high rate of fire, you're going to run out of bullets quick. For your red perk, it really depends on what attachment you choose and what you prefer. Sleight of Hand, Warlord, and Steady Aim are all decent fits. For the green perk, I'm going to take the easy cop-out of use whatever you want.
Do something intelligent!
It really comes down to your preference. Just make sure it fits the goals of your class. With the perks out of the way, now it's time for the attachments. Extended Mags. Extended Mags ups the magazine size to 30 bullets. I personally am not a fan of extended mags alone. Emphasis on alone. I do like using Warlord to mix extended mags with other attachments. My biggest issue with extended mags on this gun is how it won't let you Warlord it with rapid fire. Extended mags isn't bad. I just feel it doesn't stand alone well. Red dot sight, reflex sight. My feeling towards these attachments is simple. Try not to use these. I know a lot of you out there feel the sights make the gun easier to use, but it's in your best interest to try not to use them.
Well, you know what they say. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't get over how big its genitals are. Or something like that.
The irons are clear enough that you should be able to get by without a sight. I think the irons are actually cleaner and better than either of these sights. Maybe it's just me, but in practice, I feel like the sight attachments have a fair amount of visual recoil, while the irons do not. Avoid these attachments if you can. It frees up your attachment slot for something else. Grip. The grip ups the center speed by an additional 100 to 1800 total. I must say, I didn't find this attachment alone to be anything special. The gun is already accurate, but I'll admit the grip does make the MAC11 even better at long range. What I do find useful is warlording this attachment with rapid fire. The combination of a quick fire rate and accurate shots is amazing. The reload by default is quick, so you can manage to get by without sleight of hand. Dual wield. For the MAC11, dual wield is just one of those weird attachments.
This is odd.
By weird, I mean I can't really tell you if you're going to like this or not. The high rate of fire combined with low recoil makes the MAC11 a natural choice for dual wield. Definitely brings steady aim though. The crosshairs are gigantic and need the added precision of said perk. The amount of people I have telling me about their love-hate relationship with dual-wielded weapons means this is definitely at least worth a look. The attachment has something about it that I just can't explain.
I take that back! This is very odd!
Suppressor. This is a pretty good fit on the MAC11. Equipping the suppressor lowers the 4-hit kill range, but the high rate of fire helps compensate for the loss in damage. The recoil is low, and the shots are easy to place. Try warlording it with rapid fire. It's oddly effective. Rapid fire. This was my preferred attachment on this gun. You up the fire rate to a whopping 1,250 RPM.
Wow!
Very nice.
Because this gun has low recoil, even with this attachment, the gun still doesn't move a lot on you. This attachment is power. The only problem is you can't warlord this with extended mags, so get ready to take advantage of the gun's quick reload times. You can certainly use sleight of hand, but I didn't feel it was absolutely necessary. The reload time is already pretty quick. This gives you the option to warlord rapid fire with other attachments to try out different attachment combos. All in all, the MAC11 is good. I feel I've shown you that. You have low recoil, fast reloads, and a high rate of fire, which gives the gun tools for its madness. But it has an obvious weakness in the 20-round magazine. I normally try to avoid mentioning guns I haven't reviewed yet, but even I can't ignore the giant elephant in the room. When talking about the MAC11, many will point at the Spectre. Compared to the MAC11, the Spectre has an identical recoil profile, center speed, damage profile, and fire rate. The differences are the Spectre has a 30-bullet magazine by default, different irons, cannot be dual-wielded, and only has slightly longer reload times. A lot of people will argue this mag size difference means the MAC11 is inferior, and the Spectre is superior.
Well, I'm a victim of circumstance.
I thought you called it your pecker.
I'm not sure what Kevin Bacon's penis has to do with this, but I think you get the gist. The Spectre has strengths, similar to the MAC11, but comes with a 30-bullet magazine instead of a 20-bullet magazine. The larger mag size gives you much more flexibility in your class setup. Does that make the MAC11 obsolete? I say no. I can point to a lot of things, but really it comes down to the fact that the MAC11 has its own feel compared to the Spectre. Most notably, you have different irons and the option for dual wield. You are the only person who can decide how you value the MAC11. You're either going to like the low recoil combined with fast reloads, or you're going to be annoyed by how quickly the high rate of fire depletes the small magazines.